Well, thank you, Chairperson and distinguished delegates. It's good to have the opportunity to speak. You've already heard the Director General of IUCN, and I think I'm speaking here on behalf of my role and that of Yinfeng Guo, who have been co-convening the task team looking at institutional frameworks for the World Coastal Forum. Let me just make very brief remarks about the issues that I think are important in moving forward with that discussion. The first is that we've heard a lot across today's event around the needs, the urgent challenges that coastal zones are facing, and so there is really a need to focus on what is the niche and the added value of the World Coastal Forum, focusing on the sharing of knowledge and also on the need to deliver evidence-based action, both on what we know already works, so that we can scale solutions from places that are working to places that need the support, but also looking at questions of innovation across the challenges that coastal ecosystems are facing, and most obviously the growing impacts of climate change. I think in terms of institutional establishment of the World Coastal Forum, there's a need to define an approach which is going to be clear and consistent, and is going to be inclusive and transparent so that all organizations can be invited to participate. And I think there are two key dimensions to that. One is that it's a joint effort that needs to involve many stakeholders, that the solutions are not only held in parties and national governments. There's a need for local government to be included, for the private sector to be included, for scientists and the voluntary sector to be included, and for the voice of communities to be represented. But also, as we've heard, there are many mandates. So if we look at the international focus on coasts, we need to make sure that we're supporting the implementation of resolutions of different conventions and also the resolutions of IUCN, and opening the opportunities to participation for those organizations that already promote collaboration between governments and between different countries. In the last year, I think we've seen great steps forward, and it's very exciting to now see this momentum building today around the next steps of the World Coastal Forum. I think if I speak on behalf of the task team looking at institutional frameworks together, there's really a need now to build on the engagement to date. There's definitely a need for more parties of the Ramsar Convention and other conventions to bring forward their needs and their ideas about how the forum can meet what all stakeholders require, and also how to recognize the different stakeholders in different countries, the different coastal sectors that are going to be important and need to be represented, because that's the way we will design not only meetings and programs, but also an organization that is fit for purpose, that will deliver results across the cooperation, the science, and the practice that's needed, will support local and global action, and will deliver not only for conservation, but more broadly for wide use, for sustainable development, and for the nature-based solutions that society requires. And that's really the way to deliver the added value that I think today's meeting is giving us the confidence the World Coastal Forum can deliver. Thanks for that opportunity to make those remarks. Thank you, Chair.